Hands down, I have the best FakeXplorer on YouTube. And I got here by doing two things no one's ever going to tell you to do to your watch. First, I painted the dial. And second, I replaced the stock sapphire crystal, it's a flat crystal, for a domed acrylic. What did I paint on the dial? I painted away the annoying 1993 just below the alpha name. That alone cleaned up the dial so much, it always bothered me. In fact, I bought this watch a year or two before the pandemic and I rarely wore it. I just couldn't stand how busy the logo and the name and the 1993. Why would they be proud about 1993? After you're done watching this vid, go check out an actual review because this is not going to be a review. Um, Go check out a review and you tell me which one looks better. This is the 36mm version. And tell me I'm wrong. Get at me in the comments, y'all. Look, the minor case A on the crown is okay, but not on the dial. I mean, realistically, that shouldn't even be there on the dial. And if it's going to be there, it should be applied. And I think it should be smaller. That alpha name needs to be where the A is. And that's all it should have. Come on, alpha. You guys are seeing the results right now. You guys know I'm right. But that's not all I did. I actually even softened the horrible grinding they claim is brushing. I started here. I think I came up here, then losing steam here because it's more noticeable, and over here I just outright gave up. It makes for good vid content. I mean, I think it looks good. The dial looks cleaner because that 1993 is gone. And the domed bends the applied indices and the hash marks, the minute hash marks, giving the watch a character. It brings it to life is what I'm trying to say. It gives the watch head visually appealing aesthetic. Look, if you guys are out there, if you're not like me who babies their watches or needs a watch that needs to be waterproof, splash proof, because this thing's no longer 50 meters claimed, because I even got rid of the crystal gasket. But I ain't tripping. I baby all my watches. I'm not out here dragging my knuckles like a silverback. I take care of all my watches, even my cheap, inexpensive, fake clones, whatever you want to call it. Because even those watches can look nice. And this is the proof. This MK1, I'm a big fan of this MK1. It's a Timex, came off of my Timex field watch. Not only do if you've seen my videos, you guys know I encourage you guys to mix and match your straps and bracelets, but I'm also getting into replacing crystals. Downgrading. Who buys a cheap, inexpensive watch and downgrades it? I do. And I think you guys can see the results. This is the 36mm version, if I haven't mentioned it yet. And it is the best of the two. There's a 39 out there, and I think that's a hot mess. The hands look shorter. I know that 39 is better for the, you guys who have bigger wrists. But this is the best looking one. Going back to why this watch rarely called on me, I noticed that something about the dial, aside from the 1993 and the way too many logos, something about the dial, I just wasn't jiving, and it surprised me because when it arrived, I didn't get that satisfaction that I thought I was gonna have from having a watch with a Rolex Explorer layout. And I'm gonna tell you why. You notice how on my what do I call this? Subby Explorer 36 millimeter. I put together this watch from AliExpress parts. You notice how the indices and the hour markers are basically on the minute hashes. They look like they're even encroaching on them. On this one, you can see there's a tiny gap. So I think that in essence, they're spread out, opening the dial, whereas this one, they're encroaching on the dial, the indices and the hour markers. And I think that's what was bothering me. On other Homage watches, there's a little bit of a difference. It's better spaced, if you ask me. But I'm still over the moon at the difference of not seeing that annoying 1993 and the life and character this watch has because of that domed acrylic crystal. Now that the neighbor's dogs are barking, I guess that's the end of this vid, y'all. I mean, what else can I say? Let me know if I'm wrong, y'all. But I know I'm right.